Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are solving the fourth problem of blind sanctified list, which is product of array except self. In this input we are given 1, 2, 3, 4. So the if we see that except self, so the we leave the 1 and the answer will be 2 into 3 into 4, that is 24. And second one is if we leave the 2, then answer will be 3 into 4 into 1, which is 12, and so on. So in this we can make a simple approach, like we can take a variable and store the product of whole array, and then we simply divide it by the first number and return that in the output. But as you can see, the problem statement says that we cannot use division operation. So we have to think about the another approach. So let's proceed with the brute force approach. As you can see, I have already written the program of brute force approach. So in this, I have taken the size of the vector, and then I am storing 1 in all position in the vector, and then I'm using two loops from 0 to n and 0 to n, and I'm checking like if number I is not equal to j, then I'm storing the product of the array, and simply I am returning the array in the end. So let us run the program. As you can see, the output is fine, and its time complexity is big O of n square, and since we are using a vector, so its space complexity is big O of n. To optimize this problem, we use a simple idea. For every index we want, product of element on the left and to the product of element on the right. So if we take an example, then if we see the 2, then product from the beginning, that is 1, and product from the end, that is 3 into 4, so it is 12. So the product of both prefix and suffix is 12 into 1, which is 12, you can see. So instead of recalculating them every time, we computing them using two passes. Step 1, compute left product. We move from left to right and store the product of elements before the current index. Multiply, return. Step 2, multiply right products. Then we move from right to left and multiply the products of element after the index. This allows us to compute the result in linear time. So let me write the program for this, and we will simply comment this code and take limit left equal to 1 for loop into I and I plus plus result of I equal to left equal to nums of I. Similarly, int of right equal to 1, and then we move from end to beginning. So int n I equal to n minus 1 and to the beginning, so I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and result of I into equal to result, right. Right into equal to nums of I. So we return the result. So its time complexity is big O of n and space complexity is big O of 1. The space complexity is big O of 1 because we only use two variables to track the prefix and suffix products. So to summarize, brute force approach takes big O of n square time, and the optimal solution uses prefix and suffix products. This reduces the time complexity to big O of 1, which using constant extra space, and that's how we solve the problem of product of array except self problem. In the next video we will continue with the next problem from the blind 75 list.